안녕하세요. 라이즈 인도원정대. 오늘은 인도의 소프트웨어 기업인 KPIT에 찾아왔습니다. 오늘 대표님과 CMO 두 분을 모시고 이 KPIT가 어떤 회사인지 그리고 어떤 디지털 비전을 갖고 있는지 재밌는 이야기 나눠보도록 하겠습니다.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Yeah. Thank you for having me here. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Let's start our nice interview conversation. Please introduce yourself briefly.
Yeah, my name is Rajesh Janwadkar. I am part of the executive board at KPIT, and I have two main responsibilities at KPIT. I look after one of the business units where the teams are involved in electrification of cars, the autonomous driving, vehicle engineering, and also the network software. My second responsibility at KPIT is I'm globally responsible for operations and software delivery to our OEM clients.
Good morning once again, and
Yeah.
thank you for having us. My name is Mohit Kochar. I'm responsible for the overall marketing, branding, communications, pre-sales for the company.
Thank you, sir. Please tell me your KPIT business.
KPIT is a software technology company primarily involved in mobility space. We are a very unique company. If you look across software companies in India, India is known for software companies, but we have a very unique business from KPIT in the sense that we are one of the very few companies who is focused in a specific area. So we don't do anything outside mobility software. For the past 20 years or so, we are mainly focused on the mobility space on the engineering side. And from 2018 or 2019, when we moved completely to mobility space, we have been providing software for mobility solutions. Now, when we say software, this is really the software that goes into the cars and vehicles, involved in actually powering the features that our clients, normally people across the globe experience of, let's say, power steering or braking, automatic braking. All these, there is software behind it, and we as a company help provide software solutions to all the OEMs globally to build these features.
Good. I think your company is super nice industry, because every car turning into, electronic device, right? Yeah.
Actually, that is very correct. Just to add to that question, right? We realized we're very different from any IT company, right? And India is known for IT, and IT has evolved, right? And we are what we do core software and engineering work in this space. And as you very rightly said, 2 decades ago we realized that the software content in cars or vehicles will increase as we see it now. Not only in vehicles, in any other industry, even like a medical device, that has increased. So we decided that mobility was our passion, and we decided to focus on that. And today it is proven, last few years we hear that the vehicles are called software defined vehicles. They are not called cars itself. And that is the industry we are in.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And next one is, how has the world of mobility involved, and what is the role of software?
So maybe I can take a first shot at it. So over a period of time, software has evolved in at least 3 or 4 different stages in mobility industry. So for example, initially it was confined to just the components. I mean, there were various components, and some of the activities were done by software. Some of the features were done by components, and over time these got connected, and then more features got built within the vehicle. So there was vehicle networking software, and then there were ECUs. Then the ECUs suddenly multiplied, and somewhere around from the initial days, let's say around 90s to as we evolved from 5 to 10 ECUs in a vehicle, it suddenly jumped up to something like 80, 90 ECUs. ECU is an electronic control unit, basically the hardware and the software that actually provides all these features. And once this evolved, a lot of new features, the connected electrification, and basically the case features started becoming very, very popular, and that suddenly exploded. And it was from that point, then the Tesla came up with this idea of bringing everything together into one electronic control unit, so that a lot of the features can be provided for a longer, can be provided lot more frequently to the customers and enhance the client experience. And that actually resulted in huge growth of software in the vehicle. So not many people know that there is more software in a car than in a plane. So it might come as a surprise. But it's the fact is there is more software today in a car than in a plane. And as the industry evolved in these three different stages, software content increased so much that today the cars are called software-defined vehicles, because most of the feature set is defined through software in a car.
And maybe just to add, Rajesh just summarized it overall. So one, also it is inside the car, the changes which are happening in the industry. Second, vehicle to vehicle, it's called, right? That is and vehicle to even infrastructure.
Yes.
If you see electrification and charging, even at the charging point, right? The whole thing is this transformation is being driven by software and technology. So if you look at it, the overall ecosystem is changing because of software and technology. IoT. Yeah.
Basically, the network of the car is extending beyond, and it is you will very soon find feature sets that span across the infrastructure, the car to car, and so on.
You guys have big opportunity now. Wow, I envy you.
Yes, indeed, and we are very, very excited. I think we evolved with this industry. Like I said, we started with being extremely focused on this industry. We realized very early when we spotted this opportunity that for us to do well, we cannot be like any other company. We need to be focused, and we have to develop the domain capability in this area, because it is safety critical system and it is quite deep in terms of the knowledge base. So we thought if we go deeper into it, we'll be able to provide higher value to the OEMs. So we started working on these ECUs long back on the software for the car. We then got involved in our own investments in terms of products and technologies. And we built the first, one of the initial network softwares that the OEMs wanted to build, the common vehicle network operating system. And then we built a lot of feature sets. Over time, when things got standardized inside the vehicle through the AUTOSAR consortium, we were involved in the consortium globally. We built our own products around it. And over a period of time, when the case thing came up, the electrification, connected and sharing and all of these came in a big way, we had an opportunity to not only build solutions through what we had invested, but also integrate the software from various other companies the OEMs would source into a proper solution. So we evolved as a software integrator. So if you see around 2018-19, the big opportunity for us was to integrate all of this software and bring the solution together for our OEMs. And that's what built the relationship. Yeah. And now I think as we move to the central architecture and move to the software-defined vehicle, this scope only increases because the complexity of integrating increases. Yeah. And we are in a good position because we understand most of the ECUs, unlike many other companies who are either in one space or they are at a very surface level. We have gone into the depth of understanding this technology. We have invested in the technology. So I would say we've been very fortunate to have followed this ride so far.
I should say this. This KV Asset Management invests in your company, so many Koreans have a lot of opportunity with your company. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next one is what is the role of KPIT and how is it contributing to the mobility ecosystem? I think you guys already.
In some way, I kind of described that.
Yeah.
And we only are excited about the opportunity where it's only likely to be more. So the interesting part of this is we've been able to evolve with the industry, build these relationships with the clients. So each of our client relationship is at least 15-20 years now.
Yeah.
Because we started with them in the first phase, as they increase the content, we continue to work with them, and today it's with many of them it's a trusted partnership.
Yeah.
So maybe just to add, and that's why what the journey which Rajesh described, right? We've been at it for nearly 15 to 20 years, right? Clearly the 6 years back, the focus, we decided to actually give away 2/3 of our business away. We were so passionate about mobility that we said 2/3 of the generic IT business we will not do, because we want to be feel close to our clients, close to the mobility industry and deep inside it. And hence we actually changed our vision. We changed our vision to something what we call as reimagining mobility with you for a cleaner, smarter and safer world. And each word in this was very important. Reimagining, because we saw all these changes coming and our clients would need us to reimagine with them. With you, like you rightly said, it's an ecosystem. It can't be just, it has to be with our clients, it has to be with our alliance partners. These alliance partners are from chip companies to cloud companies and for our talent. And we work along. And the whole intent is for a cleaner, smarter and safer world, because mobility industry, the transition and transformation is happening. But in this industry also a lot of changes are required. How can vehicles be more safer? How can they be more cleaner? How can they be more smarter?
That sounds fantastic. Yeah. Thank you. And next one is, what are the biggest growth drivers for you as a niche automotive tech company? Can you give a few anecdotes?
Yeah, maybe I'll take again a shot and you can add to it, Mohit. So basically, I think there are both internal and external drivers. And to some extent, I alluded to the external drivers. I already mentioned that there is a big growth of the software, and over the next 10 years, we only see this growing continuously, and therefore that opportunity of building software, integrating software solutions for our OEM clients is a big growth driver. Now, to leverage this opportunity in the marketplace, we have built some unique strengths. Like I said, the first unique strength is, I think we stayed in this domain over a period of time. We built a very strong knowledge base, and we are arguably one of the largest companies with a team that understands these domains in depth. So one is the understanding and the depth and focus of the area. The second key strength has been our investments from day one. From day one, we never looked at going to the client only to provide a service. It was more of we bring a solution to the table. So we constantly invested from day one. We built our first network operating system, then an AutoSAR product, then a infotainment platform, then over a period of time, multiple tools and technology. So internally, we use a term called assets. We have built several assets, and this is a big strength because clients see value in leveraging this when a solution has to be put together. Third, I think we have been one of the unique companies who has been in depth in the networking and integrating the hardware and software that is related to the electronics of the vehicles. And this understanding of what are the challenges in a network as the software complexity grows is a very unique capability which our OEMs value in us. So we see these core internal strengths and the opportunity which is aligned. So in some ways the stars seem aligned. That's the biggest growth driver. Maybe I don't know if...
I think Rajesh covered it completely. I'll just add some data points. Right? And maybe not just what you see as a growth driver. One, like in this industry, maybe the car sales or vehicle sales will not increase, but the software, the ER&D, engineering, research and design spend is going to increase. Now, if you look at it across sectors, the spend of whether the growth of the industry is happening or not, but companies are increasing or at least keeping the budgets the same because they can't afford to lose sight of being competitive in the market. And that is why the engineering spend is increasing.
Yeah.
That engineering spend across industries is projected to grow to nearly $4 trillion by 2030. So that's just the spend, and maybe mobility industry would have say 1/10 of it. It's a huge space.
Yeah.
So the engineering and technology spend is there. Now if we are deep in it, we have the domain strengths, all the assets which Rajesh mentioned, the opportunity will be there. We are also trusted partners to our clients. And in their journey, as they have the new roadmap now, they are facing newer challenges. They are facing challenges of cost competitiveness. They are facing challenges of getting vehicles faster. So example, vehicles, our European clients are developing vehicles and they take 3 years to get a vehicle. In China, a vehicle is out in 15 months. So how can those clients get vehicles faster? Software can help.
Yeah.
Companies like it can help.
Yeah.
Our clients are wanting consumer features to be better. You would like a car which has infotainment better.
Yeah.
You might like a car where the charging system will be better. How do you design all of this quicker, faster, better, and cheaper? So all of these are growth drivers for us. And we believe if we are very tightly coupled with our clients, in partnership with them, ahead on these trends, we'll hopefully grow along.
Okay, that's so good. Yeah, thank you. And next one is, how is India turning out to be the brain of tech? How is it especially powering a specialty space like engineering R&D?
Sure. Maybe I'll take a first shot, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Here.
I think you guys are also Indian tech genius, right?
Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a nice question, and I think this is important because if you look at India, let's take India over the last 30 years only. That's where India started becoming the back office of the world. 30 years back, tech back office, I would say, where companies required IT support, they required enterprise support, then they required support into what they call as business process management.
Yeah.
So the IT and BPM industry grew. In the year 2000, there were various challenges the world faced, like the YT challenge, and they required companies who can help them overcome these challenges. So IT companies came to the fore. In the year 2003-2005, this evolution, which was IT, BPM, BPO, relevant Y2K, companies in India realized we can help a lot more deeper in ER&D, software, which is called embedded software, which goes deeper than the software which is used in enterprise IT. And this word ER&D started in India. Now, if you look at overall, the Indian IT industry is valued at around $300 billion, right? Out of which, say, $250 billion is where it's exported or works for companies outside. At that time, in 2004, ER&D industry was not there. There, in 2007, a vision was born. Can in 2020 this industry be $20 billion? Actually, now it's already $45 billion. It's expected to grow $70 billion. In the proportion of the overall IT growth, it is supposedly growing at 50% of the overall growth of the overall IT industry, which means India is transforming from being a back office to a IT to a technology and ER&D hub.
Yeah.
And it is not just companies like us or partnering. If you look at global corporations across the world, if there are top 5,000 companies across the globe, they have kept 1,500 top companies have got what they call GCCs, Global Capability Centers in India. That number is doubled from last 2 years. There were 750 GCCs, now there are 1,500 GCCs. So companies like us who are partnering with companies globally, these companies setting up their own shop, these GCCs while they're in India also partner with companies like us. So it's a very symbiotic relationship. But all of these are clear data points that India is helping the world faster, grow faster in terms of tech, and is the place for talent for tech.
So if I may just add to it, I think the interesting part of all this coming together is a lot of innovation now you start seeing in India. I don't know, in terms of startups, we might be one of the third largest number of startups. So we also see in our own area For example, KPIT from the beginning, like I said, we invested in our own solutions and products. So we came up with a lot of innovative solutions. But I think that is only increasing more and more as we adopt newer technologies, newer solutions, and you will see a lot more innovative solutions coming out of India very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How do you see the impact of disruptive technologies such as AI in your growth? Sometimes we think AI is big, the risk. So please tell me.
Like any technology, I think AI is both an opportunity and it is disruptive. It can impact several organizations in the short term. But I think the interesting part is how do you use this technology. I think the key thing about this is the proportion in which it can disrupt. I think that's what is kind of a concern for people. But for us, I think we are very excited about it. We have invested in AI solutions, both on the side of making things like what Mohit said, faster solutions for the market. I think we are able to leverage and come up with improving solutions which can increase the productivity of software development. So we already are experimenting this jointly with the clients as we speak. So that's one excitement. Second, we have in all our solutions, we are adopting the technology so it becomes AI savvy. So I guess like any other technology, if you are able to use the technology very effectively, I think we can. The only path will be success. So we are very excited about it, like I said, and we see it as a big opportunity to leverage this and create value for our clients.
Right. Your company uses a lot of AI now?
Exactly in two areas, like I said. I mean, we use AI for making things efficient at our end. In terms of all that we have as enabling functions to make the solutions for the client. And second, all our solutions or software that we take, we are adopting the AI technology very proactively so that the value created for the client through these solutions and assets leverages the AI. Yes. So the answer is yes. We have a department within our CTO team that is 100% focused only on adopting AI technology. So we are very, very actively exploring this technology.
I believe that one of the most important factors contributing to India's digital growth is excellent talent. So how does KPI recruit and develop these talented individuals?
So maybe I can again explain. So interestingly, one of the main growth drivers also for this industry so far has been the talent availability. India is a powerhouse of talent. I think it's a known fact. There are, in terms of the science and mathematical education, the STEM as they call it, I think we are the largest globally, if I'm not mistaken, maybe more than 10 million engineers coming out. And I think the key is also the companies like ours have adopted over a period of time to pick the best talent, to train the best talent, form partnerships with the universities and colleges, train the best talent, and then utilize them in what we need. So we have a internal program called NOVA, where we partner with some select colleges. We don't go all over the place for talent. We have over time identified institutions where we have a relationship which can contribute value to both of us. So we work very closely with them. We have built labs, we work with them to train the people while they are in college. We put them through assessment so that they learn. Once they come here, they have to go through a mandatory. We have a large academy setup. We have invested heavily in this academy setup with good training facilities and faculty. Our practice teams get involved in training these people. There is a certain process of incubation and training them. And not only this, we have a internal framework of what we call as continuous learning. So all of us, including me and Mohit, have to go through certain assessments and learning even at every stage. Every stage. So the culture of continuous learning has helped us to build this talent into something that is really of value to the clients. So this process will continue. Of course, with AI coming in, I think we may need a different kind of talent. We are already exploring how this will change and what we need to adopt in terms of the hiring and training mechanism.
Maybe just to add a little bit, so there are three pillars. One is the government in India. Second is what you call the universities, trade bodies, and third are individual companies. Right? There is a symbiotic relationship between all the three. Government, if you see, is investing quite a bit. If you look at their annual budgets, which they do, a lot is happening in what they call skilling missions. At the university level, there are a lot of programs that tied up with companies like us. There are trade bodies. For example, we are part of a trade body called, or not-for-profit body called NASSCOM, National Association of Software Companies. It's like the flagship for all IT companies. It spends a lot of time, not just on policies for all these new technologies, but looking at what is the kind of curriculum which will be required for all the emerging tech. So that work is happening.
This is our last question. So please give me a word to the Korean and Korean investors who want to invest in India.
Give one word.
Yeah, anything is okay. Yeah, to Koreans. Yeah. Welcome to India or something.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Partnership with India.
Yeah, partnership with India. Yeah. India has very big opportunities. Yeah, and then Korea has very nice tech companies.
Yes.
So I think we are fit
There's
well. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
we've seen many companies. Some of our clients are there, and in Korea, and we see there is a lot of good talent also there, which is also so. When we work, it's not that KPIT looks at talent from India. We are a global company. We have, for example, in Germany, nearly 2,000 people who work in the mobility sector. So we want to grow, and look at talent from Korea, which can be partnered because talent working together, companies working together, governments working together. That's why I think partnership with India.
Please.
Excitement is my word.
Yeah.
For Koreans, please feel excited about India.
Yeah.
Please come to India and explore India. It is very, very interesting place.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
for having me.
Thank you for coming to our campus. And
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Super nice campus. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.